Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Menopause Success. I'm Angela Sidlo, and I'm the founder of Menopause Success. I'm also the author of Aromatherapy for Menopause Success. So today I want to just have a really um, relaxed chat with you all, and feel free to put up some questions. I'm going to be popping back and forth through the Facebook group here, Waves of Change Wellness, and see if I can answer any questions. If I don't get your questions answered today, please know that I'll get back to them in the comments. I'll be posting some links for you today too. So, boy, this is a big topic. This is an important time in your life when you're going through perimenopause and into menopause, walking the path of the wise woman. And I know sometimes it really feels messy. It feels lonely. It feels like you want to escape. You feel claustrophobic. I have felt all of those feelings and then some. So today I want to share with you some things I still go through, even though I'm 5 years postmenopausal. I still have those waves of symptoms that remind me that it's not over. I'm still moving on this pathway. And so, through all of this, through my journey, through my own self discoveries, I've come up with a few things that I really want. I want you to know about. I want you to be curious about. Um, my day here started. I was up at 5:45 because my dog hasn't figured out the time change thing. So I'm letting the dog out. Um, I've made pesto. I've made cookies for my husband. I've processed a spaghetti squash so we can have some healthy, nutritious dinner tonight. Um, and until 10 minutes ago, I was still in my pajamas. Yeah. So we have to wear all of these hats. We have to be all of these things to all these people in our lives, whether it's our pet or our spouse or our children. Maybe you're caring for a parent right now. And these pieces and parts of us get taken away, get misplaced. And so, right now, right here, I want you to take a seat, take a nice deep breath, find your space. Let's call in all of those pieces and parts of ourselves that we've lost, that have drifted away, that have become hidden in the bushes because we had to leave them there so long ago. And let's call all those pieces and parts back to us. Bring the breath in and notice your breath. Notice any places in your body that feel a little bit uncomfortable this morning or this evening, wherever you're watching from today. And honor yourself for everything that you've been through in your life up until this very moment. The good, the bad, the ugly, the exuberant, all of it. What a beautiful life. And forgive yourself for anything you couldn't change or that you didn't know how to change or at the time you didn't want to change. Just give yourself a little love and forgiveness for those things in the past. And open your heart to the possibilities of what can lie ahead, the infinite possibilities for having a vibrant, joyous, abundant life in so many ways. And let's move forward with that in our heart. And gratitude for the day that we get to be together here and talk about these important things as a community, as a community of wise women. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hello again. You know, this journey through perimenopause and menopause and beyond, it can be full of so many different things that are unknowns or what we've heard about from other women in our lives, like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, you want to get on hormone therapy right away because you don't even want to go there with menopause. So, in your mind, take a few moments to explore what are some of the stories that you've heard or that you know about menopause. Maybe something that your grandmother shared, or if you don't have that family history, something that maybe read in an article or heard from a girlfriend. I know I used to look at the Cosmo magazine when I went to get my hair done. And sometimes I wonder, is all that true? Really? Is this is what's going to happen to me when I hit menopause? And our culture says we have to stay young, we have to be attractive, we have to, like, what is attractive, right? What is attractive? My dog doesn't care what I look like in the morning. Why should I? Right? There's also that sense of giving up, like, so what? I've put on 10 pounds. What's another five going to be? Whoop-de-doo. I've just, I'm not going to date anymore. I'm not in a relationship, or I've been in a relationship for 44 years and, we've just kind of gotten old together, right? What's important to you going forward? How do you want to be sustainably in the next 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years? We spend a third of our life post-menopausal. A third. I want that third of my life to be amazing, right? I want it to be connected to other women like you who want to talk about things that really matter, who want to continue to have good health, whatever that looks like for you. I'm not saying you have to go out and run a marathon post-menopausal, but maybe you'll take a Tai Chi class. Maybe you'll do a yoga class. Maybe you'll get out on your bicycle or get out in nature more. Those are the things that have become important to me, moving my body. So today, what I'd like to do is take you through some of the symptomology. And I even hate to talk about it as symptoms because it's just another phase. It's a longer phase, just like when a teenager, a pre-teenager, a 12-year-old starts going through puberty. And there's this span of space where their body's feeling really uncomfortable. Maybe they're, not liking how they look to their classmates or how they feel. They've got these long, awkward legs. They've got hair growing in places that didn't have hair before. Their voice is changing. They're growing breasts, and here we are in menopause and we're feeling that same uncomfortableness. Perimenopause is like reverse puberty. But there's also a sense of freedom in that. And I want you to dig deep and find that sense of freedom that one day you won't have to have a period every month. Wow. That takes a lot of hassle off the plate, right? No more of those monthly cramps and uncomfortableness. And yeah, you still might get some bloating because there's still some chemical activities going on in your body, but you won't go through those big swings anymore. So look forward to that. That space then where the uterus is in the pelvic bowl is going to be a space for you to have some creativity. we created babies, or we, created this monthly flow through the menses, which kept us our connection to the earth. And so now we get to root and connect in different ways. And there's a lot of creativity that wants to come up and out and be part of your life now in this new place and space. So we're going to be talking about that. It's important to keep your body healthy, I talk a lot about in my book how the liver and the adrenal glands take over the function of hormone production postmenopausally. And through that perimenopause stage, it's like a relay race, and your ovaries are passing the baton over to the liver and the adrenals to take over some of that. And so it's important to keep that liver clean so that it can discard toxins for you. And it's important to manage your stress so that you can have the reserve of cortisol, and your adrenal glands can do that extra hormone production for you. Sometimes going through perimenopause feels like you're running this marathon and you're running out of steam, and you're just going to fall flat on the course, and you just can't get up. This whole adrenal fatigue and exhaustion. So I use foods a lot, foods and herbs and supplements. And so I want to take you through that today. The first place to start during perimenopause is just being aware. Being aware, track that monthly cycle. Is it happening? Is your body going, okay, I'm going to have this surge of estrogen and progesterone, and then maybe we'll have a period, maybe we won't, right? I've been through that. So take a deep breath and give yourself some space. Be able to find a quiet space every day. During this time of your life, it is more important than ever to find time for yourself. That is not an option. If we can't find time for ourselves, then we can't make this journey of awareness during perimenopause. So number one on your list today, I want you to put self-care. Now that doesn't mean going and get a manicure or a pedicure or a massage. That means sitting down and answering some questions. So I've made a little list of questions today that have been important to me as I started this journey and as I went through this journey. So I'm going to read those questions to you. So 3 questions that I want you to ask yourself in the next few days. Okay. What brings you joy? It's important to find the things that bring you joy at this time in your life. What brings you joy? Some of the things that bring me joy are walking in the forest, looking for mushrooms. I take a little basket with me when I do nature walks, and I collect different things. And then I come home and I make some altar art outside. It's a practice I started a couple of years ago and have shared with many women and my grandkids. And we do altar art. So making a beautiful display like a mandala of the things that you've found, and then leaving it to the elements to give it back to nature, to feel like you're in the flow, that we are in the flow of nature, just like we are in the flow of the moon. We are in the flow of our own rhythms and cycles. So it's really important to acknowledge that and be aware of it. Second question, what are you grateful for? Every day, ask yourself, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for a community of women like you to be here with, to share, to grow, to deepen our understanding of ourselves, of the planet, of relationship. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful for internet service. I'm grateful for my garden that I get to make medicine in. All those things I'm grateful for. And the other question that I always keep coming back to all the time, especially when I'm down, what is your purpose? What are you here to do? Because if you feel like you're here to do something bigger and you just don't know what that is, I'm here to help you. We all should be living our purpose. So dig deep, find out what that purpose is, and I'll help you expand on it if you choose to take up that call. I know that I've been called to talk to women about their health and wellness. I know that deep, deep, deep in my heart that that's a big part of my purpose. And so I'm really committed to doing that with you. I have many, many programs in my online school that can help you get started. And I'll leave a link for that as well. But I'll leave you with those questions today, and then I'll post some more questions as we go throughout this journey. So awareness is going to be the first part, and asking those questions. The second part is really taking care of your body. Okay, you've got that awareness. You're finding some personal time to find space for yourself, making that a daily habit, whether that's a meditation for 5 minutes, whether that is just one of the things that I teach, using bergamot on the ear shenmen point to reset the brain and the nervous system. Finding that space is so, so important. Okay. The second piece is nutrition in my book, having good nutrition. Not really into alcohol. I save that for really special occasions. So only doing alcohol, which is my liver loves, because then it has a clear pathway. And by the way, I just saw some new information. When you drink alcohol, for every drink that you have, your body stops burning fat for 24 hours. And that was a big eye opener. Like, if you needed a reason to not have that glass of wine at night, that would be a big one, because every night you have that glass of wine or cocktail, your body doesn't burn fat for 24 hours. So if you do that every night, your body never has a chance to burn fat. So it's really important. And that's, why your liver's getting congested. So that's just one reason. Really getting in the fiber, the good fats, and lots of green cruciferous vegetables. I'm going to go over what my smoothie is today. Yeah, I know some people are like, oh, I can't eat something green like that. So you can put it into a colored jar, so you don't have to see the color if that's offensive to you. So I start with my Vitamix blender, and I've got a cup of coconut water in there. And because I produce hydrosols, I've got some lemon verbena hydrosol in there, a tablespoon. And it helps balance my gut. And the coconut water is going to give me some good electrolytes. And then I put in a quarter of a cup of pineapple, 2 cups tightly packed power greens, an inch of chopped fresh ginger root, a tablespoon of flaxseed that's ground. And I take my flaxseed whole and then grind it up, because once you grind it, it starts to oxidize. And so I do that right fresh. I have a scoop of my collagen protein powder from Organix, ORGANIXX. And it has the proper amino acids to help me produce that collagen from the inside out. And collagen production is really important when your hormones aren't doing that, especially estrogen is not helping support that. Also, estrogen has a lot to do with the microbiome of your gut. So when our estrogen levels start to go down in perimenopause and postmenopause, we need that extra support of collagen. Then I add half of a cucumber chopped up, a stalk of celery, and half of an avocado. I think that's it. So I got my fiber, good fat, and a source of protein all in one. And then what I've added to my regime is that I do intermittent fasting. And I think that's helped me the most, along with my really good shake in the morning. And I could just do half of this, like I did half of this last night for my dinner, and then I'm doing this half for my breakfast this morning. So I do intermittent fasting, and that's opening my eating window at 9 o'clock in the morning, eating good, sensible meals. I'm down to 2 meals a day because I'm just feeling really satisfied. And I stop and start my fasting period at 5 p.m. So from 5 p.m. all the way around to 9 a.m., I'm doing a 16-hour fast. That improves your blood sugar levels. And what happens as we age, for every 10 years that we age, after 40, we lose 10 pounds or 5 pounds of muscle, and we replace that with 5 pounds of fat. Okay. All the more reason not to have that glass of wine at night, right? Because you want to keep burning fat. All right. So staying active, I do bicycle riding, walk my dog twice a day. I'm aiming for at least 7,000 steps, plus any other exercise I'm doing, Tai Chi or Qigong, those kinds of things. Move your body in ways that you feel energized. Just move your body. I don't care if that's putting on music and dancing while you fix dinner. That counts as movement, right? Walking your dog counts as movement. You don't have to like have a gym membership and go to the gym every day. In fact, the statistics show that women who are still doing the P90X and all those crazy hard workouts, even running like these marathons, half marathons in their beyond 40, are raising their cortisol levels and causing more damage cellularly and seeing increased symptoms of menopause when their cortisol levels are raised that much. So really important to manage your exercise in joyful ways, just moving your body with joy. Okay. So that being said, we've got the awareness, the giving yourself space, tapping into really good nutrition, and really joyful exercise as part of your regime. I want to talk a little bit about the nutritional supplement component, because I know that's been really helpful for me. I've done different supplement programs, when I've needed more adrenal support. Adaptocrine is one of the products that I took for quite a while. I think Designing Health or Designs for Health is the company that came from, but I'll post some links. I do a multivitamin. I'll post that link too, because I can't remember off the top of my head which company. I think it still is Designs for Health. I do a coenzyme, CoQ10 enzyme, a fish oil, vitamin D3 plus K2, because that's so important for microbiome of the gut. For mood, I'll do a berberine. Berberine is a supplement that helps to manage blood sugar levels. And I encourage you, if you're getting into that metabolic syndrome where your body's not wanting to let go of that middle weight around your middle, look at doing some berberine to help get your body jump started into metabolism a little bit better. The intermittent fasting will help too, but you can get the Libra uh, glucose monitor, continuous glucose monitor that has an app for it. And you just pop it on, and then every time you want to do your blood sugar, you scan it. I was really amazed when I did that for 2 weeks. It's a 14 day, and you can go on to Libre, Libre, and get a free one with a prescription from your healthcare provider. They've got a coupon, you can get it for free. So I tried it out. What surprised me was rice. Rice really brought my blood sugar levels up to crazy level high. So I was always still within, I never went over 150 after a meal. And I was right down like at 84 to 90 in the morning, which is good. You want something under 100. But yeah, rice was crazy. And so I had to really reevaluate, like, when do I want to have rice? Because we always think of, oh, if I'm going to be going gluten-free, then I'll substitute rice if I'm trying to stay away from wheat products. And that's not always a good substitute if your body is getting that spike of glucose. So berberine helps. I do a magnesium supplement just for my nervous system, overall muscles, and then I do a really good probiotic. That's so important. So that's what I'm on right now. I may shift that if I'm having hot flashes. I'm looking at, although I have to say, since I started doing the intermittent fasting, hot flashes really haven't been an issue. So I think that evening snacking, I was an evening snacker. I was always like, what kind of crackers and chips and whatever I can have in the evening. And I think that was contributing to it. There are other herbal supplements like black cohosh, Vitex, chasteberry, things that can help with hot flashes. And we can have another talk about that on one of our chats. But really dialing in. So again, I'll review. We want to create that awareness. Okay, hey, I am in perimenopause. 80% of the OBGYN doctors going through medical school now get zero training in menopause. Yeah, we're kind of out there on our own, huh, girls? And really all that Western medicine has been able to offer is hormone replacement therapy and, oh, let's just cut out your uterus. So between surgery and hormone replacement therapy, I just chose not to do that. It's okay if you've had to have a hysterectomy. I know there are certain circumstances that keep you from having. Maybe you've gone through a medical menopause where you've had chemotherapy or radiation and suddenly had to go through menopause. So I have support for you with that as well. Creating that awareness. Be aware of your body. Be so present in your body. Okay. Your body's talking to you every day and it wants you to listen. Say, hey, I'm having these aches and pains because you're not listening. So take some time to listen, find some answers. And then ask those questions. What am I grateful for? What is my purpose? What brings me joy? Spend some time with those. Find some good food. Good food, good greens. And then find joyful ways to move your body. And the last piece, stay connected with us here in this community of Menopause Success. There's a good Facebook page to go to called Menopause Success. You can find me there. Waves of Change Wellness on Instagram. And I'll post, I'm on Teachable. I have Waves of Change Wellness online school with some amazing programs there. So I hope we can chat again soon. I love spending time with you. I love answering your questions. And I'm here for you. We're all going through this together. We're walking the path of the wise woman. And I look forward to sharing with you again. All right. Many blessings.